Take a 5-minute window. That single block of time is rapidly fracturing. You start a task, check email, reply to chat, and scroll your phone. Notice how this superimposed line graph sharply drops. When you divide attention, stress spikes and productivity plummets, which leads to a very modern question. Absorbing bullet points from a screen does nothing to reset a brain conditioned by constant distraction. Reading is to your mind exactly what physical exercise is to your body. Expecting a video summary to improve your focus is exactly like watching this person run on a treadmill and expecting your cardiovascular health to improve. To repair a fractured attention span, you have to put your brain under active neurological tension. That is a state you simply cannot reach through passive media consumption. This active engagement is the essential biological workout required to rebuild our capacity to focus. Let's track the biology of a reading session. During the first 1 to 5 minutes, your brain begins to enter the text. You transition out of a state of scattered distraction and into active focus. As you immerse yourself in the story, your brain is forced to neurologically gate off the rest of the outside world. This highly focused state acts as a literal form of active meditation. Instead of jumping erratically between a dozen different stimuli, your mind is forced to patiently process fine, linear details. Those first 5 minutes act as a mandatory hard reset for a brain that has become chemically addicted to multitasking. Then, you hit the 6-minute mark. In 2009, researchers conducted a study to see exactly how this specific duration impacts human stress levels. This dual-axis medical chart shows what they found. By tracking biological markers, we see the heart rate smoothly decelerate while muscle tension visibly flattens out, both converging right at the 6-minute timestamp. And when we look at this comparative bar graph, the efficacy is obvious. The reading bar towers over the others, proving it reduces stress faster and more effectively than traditional methods like listening to music, having a cup of tea, or even taking a walk. This data proves that reading provides an immediate physical escape for an overthinking mind. It transports you without requiring physical travel. By the 6-minute mark, turning pages is a proven biological method for lowering the body's stress response. If you push that timeline forward to the 15 or 20-minute mark, you create an optimal morning pre-work routine. Hitting this time threshold forces the brain to fully transition. It moves out of a state of anxious overthinking and settles into a state of clear, relaxed readiness. Think of your mind like this chaotic knot of wires. Arriving at the office after a 20-minute cognitive warm-up smoothly unravels that tension, equipping your brain for actual problem-solving rather than reactive panicking. Allocating 20 minutes to a book each morning provides a level of cognitive clarity that improves performance throughout the rest of the day. When we zoom out from the microscopic timeline of minutes and look at the macro scale of years and decades, the biological stakes get much higher. Just as your joints and muscles require constant movement to avoid atrophy, your brain requires continuous intellectual friction to survive the aging process. Regular mental stimulation from reading physically alters your biology. As these neural pathways glow, multiplying and strengthening, they act as a neurological defense mechanism. This continuous, lifetime workout physically slows down the onset of severe neurological conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Over decades, consistent reading serves as a form of preventative medicine, helping the mind remain sharp even as the physical body degrades. Beyond the medical benefits, there is a philosophical accumulation to this habit. Every page you turn builds a compounding internal vault of information. We spend our lives chasing external assets, our jobs, our physical possessions, our wealth, but those things are inherently fragile and easily lost. Even if your physical health eventually fails and you lose every material thing you own, the knowledge you've accumulated through those quiet hours of focus remains permanently yours. The physical act of reading guarantees the one asset no one can ever confiscate: your mind. So if you're feeling stressed today, pick up a book.